Hi guys, let's go in this dragon room. As we enter the throne room, Seri goes silent for a moment. She breathes a sigh of awe. Incredible. I've never seen anything like this. How long did it take you to make this room? The throne room. It was a long, hard labour of love. Seri looks around the room. Over there. What the fuck is that? Looks like a deer. It's not a dragon. It looks like a deer lady. An intimidating looking monster is lounging on the cushions. I'm not sure intimidating is the word I'd use. She looks right at us lazily as she reaches around and picks up a sweet from one of her servants. Okay. There's an arrogant air about her. That's another servant sits there dutifully offering her drinks. I'm so sorry you can't see this, guys. We found our powerful presence. A Ryu. What the fuck is a Ryu? Like from Street Fighter? Yeah, something else that I know nothing about. It's just a powerful monster from your homeland, right? One of the most powerful. Wonderful. Fucking wonderful. The Ryu doesn't even say anything. Just chilling. Having some candy. She just continues to laze around. Is she going to, say something? Ryu, or whatever your name is. Yes? She picks up one of the sweets from the bowl and begins to slowly wrap her tongue around it. It's a very unimpressively small tongue. Not impressed. Needless to say, the sight of her is enough to make everyone feel intimidated. I'm not sure that's the word I'd use, but you know. Let's run with it, shall we, everyone? What an overwhelming presence! Please, those who reside in the heavens, grant us the strength to survive this battle. Shut up, Fox Miko. You're not going to be fighting at all. So this is what she looks like. My first actual audience with the Ryu. She used to tell me stories about Ryu-boos. Meeting the real thing is quite different. Do not worry, just don't act unless I tell you to. I trust you, Yomi. We'll do this together. Miva already seems like she's ready for a fight. Of course she is, she fucking hates monsters. Another ancient monster to dispose of. Proper thirst. What are we waiting for? Wait for a moment. Seri just stands there awkwardly, unsure of what she should do. This is pretty awkward. They're like, yeah, we're gonna fight. And she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and with my tits out. Are we going to fight or what? Well, are we? You should have already guessed why we're here. My servants have told me that someone has been wreaking havoc throughout the dungeon. Those servants are very practically dressed servants as well. I was not expecting it to be the former dungeon lord. Oh, she knows who we are as well. They're getting more smart than monsters. So someone else who recognizes me. Interesting. But of course, the dungeon lord has trusted a select few of us with the secrets of this place. So he's totally in on the inner circle. Holy shit. About how she's stolen the power of a particular sealed spirit. She pops the sweet into her mouth, chewing very slowly. I'm a seeker of pleasures, Fox. Yeah, look like it. Someone who has very much appreciated the finer things in life. Especially the thrill of battle. Not sure I'd call it the finer things in life. But the question is, if you're actually worth my time to fight, as you are now. Well, we're gonna gamble and see that we are, because, you know, I think you'll find that my blade is plenty to defeat you. She's proper thirsty for fights. I'm not so certain. She looks over to me. So provide me a challenge. And perhaps we can come to some sort of agreement. I'm willing to wait until you grow stronger, of course. Do not take us so lightly. I am not. You kind of are. I mean, if I wasn't, I would just destroy you here and now. But you have the potential to grow stronger. I don't think I need to go strong. We're going to crush you first time, no questions asked. So what will you do then? Yomi, do you think we can take her as we are now? Probably. Probably not. Thanks, Yomi. Thanks. Fucking thanks. A Ryu is not to be taken lightly no matter where you find one. The Ryu takes a long look at Meave. Oh, thirsty for the Meave. What is with that sultry gaze, monster? It's the wrong voice. What is with that sultry gaze, monster? Well, I was just thinking about how beautiful you looked. Jesus Christ. Spare me your flattery. Meave is not impressed at all. No, I really do think that. But it seems that you aren't willing to negotiate. How disappointing. I guess we'll fight. Let's go. Come on, dear chick. Let's fight. As we step forward to begin our battle, the orb in my pouch begins to resonate. What is the orb doing? Oh, so you found that orb. This should make things more interesting. Here we go. I'm gonna stick with poison because I think like just trying to like stun her and stuff over time might work. Fuck! Okay, at least we hit her. We're hitting her, which is good. Please don't kill me that easily. Oh, wrecked! Holy shit! Whoa, that ripped her close too. Awesome. Oh, we got this. We fucking got this. She's fucked. Looks like I'll have to try a little harder. Oh god, she's gonna Super Saiyan. Her power is overflowing. Shit. Shit. Meave. Meave. Hang in there, Meave. Your incredibly impractical outfit. She's dodging all the fucking attacks now, isn't she? Yeah, fuck she is. Come on. Yes! Get wrecked. Get fucking wrecked. As Suri lands one last blow, the Ryu leaps back. What a great fight that was. I'm glad she's fully clothed now, but I have seen enough. You have earned my respect. Thank you, I suppose. Instead of fighting like this, I would like to negotiate with you. Negotiate with us, you say? Not 100% sure that's trustworthy, but still. Yes, the Dungeon Lord has imprisoned me within this room. Okay. There's a binding enchantment which prevents me from leaving it. So she's stuck in here. The orb you found was another failsafe that was set up in case the enchantment did not work. However, it seems my power has outgrown its ability to suppress me. Is the Dungeon Lord so paranoid of her own subordinates? It does seem that the Dungeon Lord has got quite, like, a lot of paranoia here. You have no idea. She rules with an iron fist and has meticulously planned for every possible outcome. But we are getting off track. There is an object which will allow me to dispel the enchantment on this room. Okay. So perhaps you'll be willing to retrieve it for me? My servants are not strong enough to do it themselves. Yeah, probably something to do with them wearing no clothes as well. No one among us seems to like the idea of trusting her. She does seem a little bit shady. The dragon nearly killed us. I've spent all my charms. You fuck all! Fuck off! Literally fuck off! And now we're supposed to trust her? Well, I mean, you were fucking useless in the fight, Fox Miko. You don't even get involved. As far as I know, the Ryu just keep her word when negotiating. Okay, well that's a good point to take note of. Besides, what else can she possibly do? She could, shit on us? It's better to presume the best of others rather than the worst. I like your thinking, Fox Knight. I like it. I like it. We aren't seriously trusting her, are we? She's not a dark elf or anything. Oh my god. Yummy, I really think you shouldn't do this. Just believe in me, Sylvie. It's not like I don't believe in you, Yummy. Yummy. I'm just voicing my opinion. We should finish her here and now. God. The land does not need more monsters like her. Now, that is rather rude, don't you think? It was pretty rude, I'm not gonna lie. But she does want to bang you, me, quite, you know. However, the haughty attitude of yours is quite attractive in its own way. I'm assuming if I free her, they have a scene together. Spare me your nonsense. Me hand rests on the hilt of her sword. Well, she's triggered. She's triggered by lesbian advances. But for what purpose would we do this? What do you have to offer us? I will fight alongside you against the Dungeon Lord, should you grant me my freedom. So she'll become an ally we can use. Believe me, I harbor no love for her either. So she's pretty powerful, obviously. Her, you say? Yes, the Dungeon Lord is a monster. How exactly is this unexpected? I don't think it is, really, right? It's not, is it? So tell me, Fox Spirit. Does this sound like a fair trade to you? Yo, I mean, you've got to decide whether we're going to make a course or not. If you find a statue of a dragon in the lower floors, will you bring it back here? I mean, that sounds like a fair deal. I will honor this agreement. I know very well how strong our Ryu is. Excellent. We have no reason to fight anymore. If you need me, I'll be waiting down here for you. With that, she lazily lays down on her cushions and begins to snack on more sweets. Yummy, are you sure we can trust her? The fatal mistake that Dungeon Lord made was that she did not understand what it means to make a bargain with the Ryu. Okay, well, that's good, right? A Ryu keeps their word as long as the terms of the agreement are not broken. Okay? When they are broken, however, you're basically fucked. You are basically fucked. The results will not be very pleasant. There we go. Let's return to the surface, shall we? Okay, so Meep wants a mud massage. Well, since Meep expressed an interest in it, I might have to introduce her to a mud massage. She does not seem to spend her time in the tavern. Mud massages is very popular, you know, like, they seem to make people relax a lot, like, a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I mean, to the point I can't show how much they help you relax. She swings the massive sword around effortlessly. Impressive for a human. Don't human shame me, please. They're such an odd species. Just as capable of strength as they are of weakness. Well, I mean, that's fairly normal, right? I guess not if you're a fox. She holsters her blade when she sees me. What do you want? That fucking maid outfit. No less rude, I see. She is being very rude all the time. Like, all the time. Just hurry up and tell me why you're here. Don't hate on Yomi. You're interrupting my training. By training, you're waving a big sword around. Do not think I've given up on defeating you. I was wondering if you'd be interested in that mud massage. Will she take it? I can take you right now, if you wish. Yomi is trying to extend the olive branch here. She puts her hand on her chin, clearly thinking deeply about it. Give me a chance to catch my breath. Right. She still thinks it's a trap. I mean, you did almost kill her, you know. Go ahead. That's right, just be calm. After she catches her breath, I lead her to the bamboo forest. I thought it was the river. Why are we here? Because this is where the mud girls live, of course. This bamboo provides them with the perfect environment. Okay. I didn't know that. Not too hot, not too cold, fairly humid. Perfect. It's then Meave notices the ground shifting underneath her. Oh god, please don't freak out, Meave. A mud girl bursts out the ground. Those sexy, sexy mud girls. Hello, Master. I knew it! An ambush! Just calm down, Meave. This was your plan all along, to drag me into an unmarked grave. Wow. I don't think it was, actually. It really is just a massage. Massage. With the happiest of endings. If you do not believe me, then why don't you just ask them? The mud girl begins to move towards her. Expecting an attack, Meave appears surprised when the mud girl just presses against her. What? Is something wrong? Something you're doing? Yobi said you wanted a mud massage when she last visited. So, you aren't gonna try and drown me? There's no water here, it's mud! Mud, you can drown in mud. Why would I want to do that? I'm not a mean, scary monster. I'm just a girl made of mud. Look what you've done now. You hurt her feelings. What a big bully you are, Meave. Meave looks taken aback for a moment. Well, if you don't want one, I'll leave. Wait. Sorry to hurt your feelings. Oh my god, she's blushing. So tsundere. Oh my god. She's actually awkward for a moment. How unexpected. So, you are capable of feeling guilt. How unexpected. Silence. This is probably against my better judgment, but I would like to try this mud massage. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing's the answer. Nothing! Okay. The mud girl pulls a bit hard on the harness and makes it break. Oh. What are you doing? Sorry, I didn't know how to remove it, because I'm an idiot. More and more mud girls begin to appear. They all look identical. You may begin, girls. Yeah, I'm not ready to show most of the scene, I'm sure, guys. So, let's head back to the tavern in a second. Oh my fucking god. Back at the inn and after an armor repair, Meave approaches me. Well, that was unexpectedly pleasant. She stands there for a moment awkwardly. I suppose monsters are not wholly untrustworthy, but I do not think I'm going to let my guard down just yet. I think I have to accept that she's never going to trust me completely. Would you like to go again sometime? Maybe. We'll see what sort of mood I am in later. And there we go. Okay, let's do this. Right, we have a new place to go in the dungeon, the third cave system. Oh, we're getting through this. I don't know how much doors there are to this game. It could be a lot more than I think. So, this Ryu, whatever it was, how many of them were there in your homelands? Not that many. They're an ancient lineage of monsters. As with most powerful monster species, there aren't that many of them. This is because they inevitably come into conflict with one another. That Ryu's the last one standing of the whole lineage, I have no doubt. If she's powerful as fickle as you say, she can pose a threat to the entire land. So doesn't the idea of freeing her worry you at all? There are a lot of dangerous things in this dungeon. Although the Dungeon Lord has plans for these things, that does not mean we should just release them. Part of my work before I came here was exorcism. I seal the evil spirits away so they do not harm people. How is that any different from unleashing an evil spirit on the world? A Ryu is not an evil spirit. They're intelligent creatures. As far as I can tell, this one does not care about mindless destruction. In my time on that floor, the Ryu never really lashed out at anyone. She does not care enough to, I think. But if you'd rather not take the risk, then I understand. I say leave her there. If she likes this Dungeon Lord can barely control her, then what chance do we have? The difference is that the Dungeon Lord rules through fear rather than cooperating with her allies. The Ryu cannot be controlled with fear, but she can be bargained with. While true, I still think we can complete our quest without having to rely on that Ryu. On the other hand, that's leaving someone in prison like that would hardly be the just thing to do. Seri seems troubled. Sometimes it's necessary to do things which aren't going to be morally correct. Even though it would validate your feelings, we should consider the danger this dragon poses. How many lives could be lost if she decides to attack a major city? Never trust a monster, unless it's a mud gull. If she's in prison, then she is in prison for a reason. Pure and simple. Though I'm not leading this expedition, I may strongly suggest that you do not release any caged beasts. If this becomes a threat to the human cities, then I'll hold you responsible. And I will gladly take that responsibility. Everyone, please listen to me. The few Ryo remaining in the world, while powerful and fickle, are easily bored. They only do things if they think it would be fun. If she's capable of posing a significant threat, then she has no reason to act on it. However, if the human kingdom has become capable of challenging her, it might be a slightly different story. Now, with that said, we really need to keep moving. So we need to find this... I want to free her. I mean, like, fuck it, right? Oh god, this floor. This floor is a fucking maze. Look! It's got more twists and turns. I have a bad feeling, Fox. Now that you mention it, I can feel something here too. It's then I see an elegant figure walking towards us. Intruders. How absurd they've been allowed to come this far. Another Ninetales? We better hope this one isn't as strong as the other one. Well, if you already know who I am, then there's no need for idle chatter, is there? Should we simply skip to the point where I obliterate you? I think you'll find we don't reach that point. Oh, only level 34 this time. This should be easy. Yeah, much easier. Get wrecked. Get fucking wrecked. I went over the spikes there, but you know. Yomi, I feel really tired. Seri almost drops her blade. What? Snap out of it! I'm afraid you can't. The sound of birdsong and rustling leaves echoes around us. I know exactly what this is. What the fuck? You are a nature spirit. A monster? How unexpected. No, I can barely bring myself to fight. There's no need for violent conflict. The spirit underestimates Seri. No, my will is not so easily broken. With determination, she grabs her sword held with both hands. I don't know what to fight you, nature spirit, but I'm afraid that I cannot surrender to you. Was there a fucking panda with her? Oh shit. Oh, so they got fucked up there. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna just assume that everything's gonna be fine and she'll be okay. Is something the matter? Look at the ground. There's footprints. So that must mean there's a hidden path here. We should investigate this. It will only take a moment. Okay, so there's a secret door we found here near the exit of this floor. Seri taps the wall in front of us. This wall looks suspicious. It sounds like there's an empty space on the other side. Why not give it a good hit? With pleasure. What a shit wall. Seri coughs as cloud of dust blasts in her face. Damn, way too much dust. Peering ahead, it seems we found a path which branches from the floor. I wonder where this leads. I guess we'll find out. Back to the entrance, I guess? Be good if I found a bit of this fucking thing for the Ryu thing. That'd be great, right? This is entirely different. This is something... Oh, hang on. We can capture her. You God. We can capture her right now and get this done. God, single slash. Try. Damn it. Not quite. Sorry, just get hit. Please don't die though, that'd be really shit. Seri. There we go, captured the nature spirit. I've never felt anything like that before. That serenity. And all the times they used to tell us tales so we would not wander off into the woods alone. For a woodland spirit would lead us astray with their song. Don't know what voice this is. They can be dangerous, they can be benevolent, but they can never be trusted. Do Dark Elves simply distrust anyone who is not their own? Yes. Thanks to that, things have worked out fine for us. Now, there's no need to fight. On the topic of the monster we just fought, nature spirits naturally bring serenity to everyone around them. Even their very air begins still in their presence. And now the power will be on our side. I'm impressed you managed to overcome it yourself, Seri. I refuse to allow anyone to defeat me without a fair fight. If I simply crumpled at the slightest sign of stress, I would not have chosen the life of an adventurer. No nature spirit is ever going to conquer me like that. Perhaps there is something discipline in the force of will. My magic barely protected me from that. Okay, so we have a nature spirit. But still, we want to find out what's down here. Are you kidding me? Is this it? Is that literally all that's here? Nearly can capture the Ninetales too, which would be a good addition to my arsenal. So literally this is just... Oh my god, it's just literally nothing! Those fucking hamsters. I can't quite believe that's actually, like, the design. It's amazing that that's the design. Can I just say that? Anyway, I'm going to keep exploring this floor, make sure I haven't missed anything, and then I guess we'll keep heading up. I haven't really found a lot of note on that floor, so we're moving on to the next floor now already. These dark depths. Is there any end to them? Seri looks around miserably at the cold, uncaring stone walls. The dungeon should have ended by now. I suppose this is where my memory is even more useless than they were before. So the Dungeon Lord has made extensions? That is the only conclusion I can come to. But for what purpose would they... The forces the Dungeon Lord commands must now be far larger than the ones I had in my time. And that is fairly grave news for the surrounding human kingdoms. Interesting. We hear metal scraping across stone. I don't like the sound of that. Then we hear a loud bang. Seri nearly jumps out of his skin. What was that? It's just some noise. What's there to worry about? I'm more prepared for anything that comes our way. Another loud bang echoes through the hallway. Okay, that's a little unnerving. Oh my god. What? Can't you stand a little noise? Some intruders you are. Nice hammer you have there? You shouldn't swing it around carelessly. Why not? She slams it into the wall next to her. The walls around here break all the time. It's nothing to be worried about. I hope your luck can stand up to my hammer better than a wall can. Probably. Jesus, that was a good dodge by her. Let's just fucking speed it up. Let's see how fucked we get. Well, that went pretty fine. Not so really tough, are you, fucking random fucking character, huh? Let's mend your clothes. Okay, cool. And of course this floor has more fucking spike traps on it, as well as other horrible shit, no doubt. The floors are definitely getting, like, way more complicated than they previously did. It's pretty ridiculous, really. These floors were already, like, I would say, getting very complicated, but now it's, like, holy shit. Like, it's just a never-ending sea of corridors, and mapping these floors out takes a lot of time. But hopefully we can get through this nice and easily. I don't know if this is the last section or there's more to come after this, but... we'll just see what happens, I guess. Okay, we have a vent here. As we get into the room, we find what appears to be a camp. Look at the fire, it's still roaring. That means whoever's occupying this place isn't far away. Sarah begins rummaging through the items scattered around the fire. What are you looking for? Clues as to who it might be. She nods to herself as we continue to investigate. There's nothing too out of the ordinary here. Cooking utensils, a sewing kit, a medicine chest with herbs. Basically everything an adventurer would need when far away from home. So that can only lead me to one conclusion. Whoever is in here isn't a native of the dungeon. Maybe there is someone else who's trying to defeat the Dungeon Lord. But the question is, who? And why? It would be inevitable that the Dungeon Lord would come across opposition, regardless of how strong they are. Damn right there'd be opposition! A fox knight walks into space, a sack flung over her shoulder. I swear I can't go on a quest without someone going through my belongings. Sorry about that, I just needed to know who was here. You can't have just waited until I came back. A wandering knight down here? A wandering knight? Some foxes choose to go on a quest once they become knights. This must be one of them. A quest, you say? I was not informed that monsters go on quests. Is this some sort of species-based requirement for going on quests? I don't know what voice I'm even doing there. Not exactly. It's just unusual. A monster on a quest? Well, it's not exactly unusual. There are many elven adventurers in the metropolis, but a fox spirit? I'll just ignore the comments from your party. Either way, what is a human doing here? The dungeon is not a place for the average adventurer to tackle. I think you'll find the average is not a word which should be used to describe us. We made it this far, after all. Sure, but what are you going to do from here? I've been stuck on this floor for a long time now. Stuck here? Does that mean you cannot clear out the dungeon? Exactly. I'm part of a monster adventurer guild. We've known this place for some time. I was sent alone to deal with things here. Alas, we vastly underestimated how strong the monsters here would be. So here I am. I had no idea such a guild even existed. Well, we have shared interest in the continued survival of the human kingdoms. Anyway, I'm afraid that I don't like it when people go through my things, so I suggest you leave. This is no work for amateurs. I am no amateur. Seems Sari's pride has been insulted. Perhaps his folks need some humbling. For Sari, for Kerry. If you believe us to be amateurs, why not prove your superiority? Why not then? She pulls out a sword and gives it a quick polish. The difference between us will be made readily apparent in just a few moments. And I've been wanting a good fight for a while. So you better not disappoint me. I think the only one who's going to be disappointed is you. When I make you eat your own words. Oh shit, this one's really high level. Just assume everything will be okay. Just assume everything will be okay. There you go. So am I still an amateur? I told you I would make you eat your own words. Amateur, perhaps not. A violent brute, definitely. Sounds like I need to introduce you to my rope. What do you mean by that? Pulling out from my robe, Sari just stares at me. Oh my god. In a few moments, I've secured the rope around the fox knight and suspended her in the air. She struggles against it, but lacks the strength to do anything at the moment. What's the point of this humiliation? I demand that you release me from this right now. You need humiliating experience or two. Sari here used to be like you are, full of herself, careless in who she insulted, so do not care if you hail from one guild or another. Being presumptuous with your own power is going to be your downfall. What are you, my mother? I do not need a complete stranger to scold me for my perceived flaws. She nearly slips out the binding before I readjust it. That's not going to work. So you're going to apologize to Sari for being so rude? I'm the victim here. You bumbled into my camp and carelessly flung my things around. How do you think I would find another cooking pot if you stole it? Isn't it your own fault for going far too deep? After all, part of expedition planning is not going beyond your means. If it's true, if you were really thinking this through, you would have planned a means of escape. But now you're trapped here. Fine, I'm wrong. Now can you let me down? Can't exactly work out a way to escape this place if I'm tied up like this. Well, technically you can, but it would probably be quite difficult. Sari leans over to whisper in my ear. Do you think we could help her out? Of course. I'll admit one thing. I was wrong to call you amateurs. Not only did you make it this far, but you defeated me as well. So at the very least, I admit your superiority. That's all I wanted to hear. I slip a warp stone into one of her hands. What is this object? I'll take you back to the surface. I see. Nothing else to be done then. Sure enough, the warp stone flashes and she's gone. She left her things behind. I do not want to be rude, but there might be something that can help us. Sari digs through her things and finds this seed is cold to the touch. It might be another resistance seed. That it is, Sari. Okay, so that was a dead end. Anyway, I think what I'm doing now is teleport back to the surface. We'll get on Nature Spirit, and then we'll probably call it a day. I've often talked with Nature Spirits in the past. They are an unusual breed, to say the least. What I find especially unusual is they are occupying my dungeon. And they are there of your own volition? Has the Dungeon Lord done some sort of deal with them? I cannot tell. Perhaps I will find some answers if I consult with her myself. So you've come here, as I knew you would. Her voice is akin to listening to gentle rain pouring through a forest canopy. It's been so long since I heard a voice of a forest spirit. So for what purpose does a spirit such as yourself serve the Dungeon Lord? To oppose it would mean the destruction of the entire land. We are the voice of this land, so we find ourselves lacking in better choices. You either bow your head, or you lose your head. She's blackmailed you into service, then? Yes, although this is not what I would choose. Even if this land is decimated, as long as we live, there may be a chance for us to heal it. But if she destroys it, then what hope is there? Tell me, Spirit, What would you suppose would happen if she lost? I doubt such an outcome is possible at this point, but I am listening. Then it's the outcome I'm aiming for, but surely the outcome would be more likely if I had your support. Well, I cannot go back. I'm only a few steps away from the forest I love so much. She looks longingly out the window of her cell. Nature calls me back, so I will support you. There you go. A nice little conversation. Oh, there's more shit here. Come on, let's have a quick look at one of these, right? Let's go to the beach. It's occurred to me that we have many swimsuits, of course it has, but we do not have anywhere we can go swimming. I need to find Sari and talk about this. Sari's outside enjoying the sunlight. Hello, Sari. Oh, hello, Yomi. Did you need something? I was just wondering, have you ever been to the beach before? I've been a few ports, but I've never really had time to visit any beaches. Would you like to go see one now? Well, I guess if you have nothing better to do. You have to wear a swimsuit if you want to go. I'll just wear whatever you're going to. Well then, what should we wear for the event? Let's go for bikinis. The white sand spreads out before us. The sun beams down the clear waters, the rays dancing in the rolling waves. It's been a long time since I've been to the coast. Smelling the sea again is so nice. Sari stands with the water barely above her ankles. It's nice to soak my feet. After spending so much time in the darkness, we really learned to appreciate a warm, sunny day. Definitely. Just lying down and feeling it kiss your skin, it's truly heavenly. It's important to take a retreat now and then. After all, we still have a long way to go. So it's best to keep our spirits up. Sari doesn't offer any response. Yomi, are you seeing what I'm seeing? What's the matter? Out there, on the sea. I peer out from the shore. A large wooden ship appears to be off the coast. Pirates! But what's happening on that ship is quite a sight. A redhead figure is leaning on the deck, smacking away invasive tentacles that emerge from the sea. Great waves of sea brine shower over her, but it does not faze her at all. In fact, it only seems to make her angrier. I can clearly hear her shouting even from the shore. Of all the times to be attacked by the Kraken, with the seashore yonder, barely out of reach. I'll be damned if I will let this insult pass, beast from below. The tentacles seem endlessly covering the entire ship in their sheer mass. The red-haired woman just lets out a fierce growl. You damn devil spawn of the depths! 'Twas the wrong vessel you chose to attack on this day. So declares Bonnie, captain of the Starseeker. She wrestles with the writhing tentacles, tearing her way through them with her own hands. Damn it all, 'twas unwise to ignore the omens. I should have followed the albatross. But no matter, I'll return to you to your master beneath the waves. Sari just stares at the scene in awe. Yomi? Should we do something about this? No, I think she can handle it. What do you mean? Have you seen the size of that thing? Look more closely. Bonnie's tearing through the creature's writhing tentacles. Armed with a wicked-looking cutlass, she slashes through them as a farmer would slash through a harvest. Creature's fleeing. 'Twas a terrible twist of fate that guided you here, monster. None may best Bonnie of the endless blue. She's quite an impressive fighter. She also doesn't buckle under pressure. You've taken quite a shining to her. Don't tell me you're planning to make her your servant. I see no reason why I shouldn't. Eventually the creature retreats, retracting its tentacles and disappearing into the water. Damn right you better run. But this ocean's only so big, Kraken. I'll find you again and make you pay for insulting me. With the battle over, she looks around her ship and lets out a heavy sigh. And to think I just cleaned the ship this morning. With the attack over, a small rowboat approaches the shore. Captain Bonnie, as she calls herself, steps onto the white sand. Drayland, after so long. 'Tis a most glorious feeling. That was an impressive battle. I had an audience, did I? Well, the legends of Captain Bonnie shall spread further now. What is she, Fox? A monster? I cannot say for sure. I'm a spirit of the sea. It is my very soul to sail where men have never gone before. A life of piracy is the only life for me. Arr. Piracy, you say? That's a fairly serious crime, you know. You sound like exactly what we need. In need of Highland Marshal, are ya? Well, you only have a crew of one. But perhaps we could arrange something. She taps a finger on her chin. In these parts, I'm finding myself lacking steady employment. So how long can I expect my job to last? Several months at the very least. You would have to stay on shore, however. You drive a hard bargain, landlubber. I can't leave my lady out there by yourself for too long. She looks back towards the Starseeker. Tell you what, just give me a call when you need me and I'll head right over. You have a deal, Captain Bunny. She holds out her hand. You got a deal. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It possesses a number of different artifacts. I have one in particular I'd like to show Seri today. She's talking with Meave at the moment. You certainly have grown a lot, Seri. I did not think you'd be much stronger than you were, but you've proven me wrong. Yeah. Amazing, right? Meave nods. Excuse me, Seri. Oh, Yomi. What is it this time? Mind if I show you something? Like, what? Meave stands up. Sera's told me about the situations you get into. I can't help but feel suspicious about your intentions. Then Meave notices the bag I'm holding. Why do you have in that? An artifact I was going to show Seri. Meave seizes the bag from me. I'm gonna have a look at it first. If it so pleases you. In a huff, Meave leaves. It's been some time since Meave left with the artifact. I wonder how she'll react once she works out what it is. She's taken another spare room in the inn and refuses to let anyone inside. I might have to check on her and see if she's fine. Hello, Meave? I knock on the door. No response. Oh, maybe she got curious about the artifact. I open the door a crack to see what's happening inside. I wonder. Holy fucking shit. There's not really a lot I can say about this scene. Well, that was an interesting sequence I can't show you. Here. Meave shoves the bag back into my hands. So what was it? Nothing. I give Meave a sultry smile for a split second. As soon as she turns to look at me, I change my expression. Oh god. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sakura Dungeon. If you did, hit that like button. I will see you in another part really soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.